So you are ready to buy a home. First off, congratulations. So I wanted to walk you through what it may look like as a first-time home buyer, so that you have a better idea of the process. First thing I'll tell you, which may sound like a buzzkill, is to lower your expectations. Here's what I mean by that. As a first-time home buyer, you may not be in your first pick of a neighborhood, or you may not have X whatever in what you would like in a home, but that's okay. So I tell you to lower your expectations because chances are, I would be willing to bet, that your first home that you purchase will not be the home that you're in 20, 30 years down the road. So go into it with realistic expectations. The first thing is also to start right. That goes along with having the correct mindset. What I mean by that is that you do not want to start looking at homes as a first-time home buyer without getting pre-approved. Here's what I fear for you if you do not get pre-approved before starting to look at homes. Let's say that you walk into a home that is listed at $225,000 and immediately when you walk in, you fall in love with it. Then you come to find out that you're only approved for $180,000. So that home is now out of range for you. I do not want you to get heartbroken right off the bat when we start your home search. So start right and have your expectations maybe not lowered, but realistic. The next thing I would encourage you to do and help you with if you needed help is to get connected with a local lender. And so you can start the process of getting pre-approved. Now, every lender is going to require certain documents of you, and I would help you, and so would the lender, walk you through that. Doing this would give you an realistic budget of what you need to be spending at. Now, I'll tell you this with a pre-approval. Just because you're approved for $240,000, for example, does not mean that you need to go and look at houses that are all listed at the top of your budget. You may find one that checks all of your boxes that you need that's listed at $180,000, and that's perfectly okay. So go into it with the mindset of, I would like my monthly payment to be at X amount of dollars, rather than go and say, oh, well, I'm approved for $240,000, and then you get to that point and you find yourself being house poor. That is no fun. So keep that in mind too. Now, as you go through, your lender is going to be talking with you about things like debt to income ratio, credit scores, and interest rates, and they are all tied together. And so if you get to that point and you have no idea what they're talking about, here's what I encourage you to do. Ask questions. Myself and your lender are your two best resources as you go through the home buying process, whether it's your first time to buy a home or you've done it 10 times over. Ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. And then from there, once you get pre-approved, we get to do the fun stuff when we get to start looking at houses. Another thing too, that as a first-time home buyer that I'll add in, is that you may be qualified for down payment assistance programs. Throughout the state of Texas, there are numerous different programs. And so if that's something that you may also need help with, I would love to connect you with the right people to see if you qualify for that. And then we can also begin to walk through that process. If you're a first-time home buyer, please reach out to me. First-time home buyers are, I hate to say favorite, but you technically are my favorite type of clients to help, because it is so fun being able to teach you the process of buying a home and to see the joy in your faces once you have those keys.